Hi guys, hello. Good afternoon. Maybe good morning. Yeah. Right, so today we are looking at where have I gone? Float on top. So today we're looking at this lesson in term 36 in the green folder in language, and it's lesson 3. Yeah, so we can go ahead, we can open that folder, and it's all about learning languages. Yeah. So this is our warm-up question. Do you think people in Turkey are good at learning languages? Why or why not? Okay, so you can pause this video, you can think about that question, maybe take some notes. You don't need to reply here. Think about the question. Are people in Turkey good at learning languages? Why or why not? Okay, if you want to post your answer, of course you can. Yeah, and this will help us start thinking about today's topic. Right, okay, so maybe you think people are good, maybe you think people are not good, but what's important is that we've started thinking about the topic, which is about learning languages. Right, okay, so we're in our booklet, we're around page 90, and we're going to read and listen to Max, a British journalist who did a Spanish course, and we're going to complete the gaps, okay? Now, before we read and listen, we're going to have a quick look at the text. Any difficult words, we're going to use our dictionary to help us understand before we start listening. Yeah, so go ahead, have a look at this text here, endings, any difficult words, pause this video, head over to your dictionary and try to better understand those words. Okay, so maybe pronounce is a new word for you. Situations, any difficult words, pause this video, head over to your dictionary, check the meaning in your dictionary, and then we will read and listen together. Right, okay, so one more thing that we can do before we listen is we can predict. Yeah, as an something. Okay, so an. So this is this is an article. Now, so what does this tell us? It tells us that this word is a noun, and it tells us that this word starts with a vowel sound. Yeah, so as an engineer, they asked me to do something. Yeah, so this is a noun and it starts with a vowel sound. So that's useful information. I could. So we have a modal verb here. So this is the verb in the infinitive form, I think. I would like to visit Spain and Latin America in the. So again, so this is an article. So this is a noun, and it's probably a place name. I did a 1 month something course. So this is a noun, so this is probably an adjective. I was a. This is the noun, so this is also probably an adjective. Is very something to English. Also probably an adjective. The verbs in Spanish. But other things were more difficult. For example, the verbs in Spanish for each person. A bit more difficult to predict that. My biggest problem was the something, so this is a noun. I something sentences in Spanish onto my phone. So sentences in Spanish onto my phone, so I translated, maybe. A Spanish teacher called Paula came out with me and gave me a something out of 10. So this is a number, yeah, maybe a 6 or 7 out of 10. or gave me a score out of 10. Yeah, so gives you a score out of 10 and then a final mark for something. Okay, so you have to order a drink, ask how much it is, and understand. So ask a question, maybe understand the reply. Yeah, so this is a noun, maybe it's a reply. Ask for something in the street and follow. So follow. So what noun collocates with follow? So ask for directions and follow directions. Probably directions, yeah? So we can use our knowledge of collocations here. Take a taxi. You mustn't use a dictionary or smartphone, smart application. You mustn't use your hands or something or write anything down. Don't know. Right, okay, so before we read and listen, we've done a lot of work on the text already to help us understand it. Okay, so let's head over to Schoology. Here's the audio. I'll play the audio here and we'll listen together and we'll complete the gaps and we'll check together.
Survive in Spanish, or will I? The British have a reputation for being bad at learning languages, but is it really true? I work for a newspaper which was doing a series of articles about this. As an experiment, they asked me to try and learn a completely new language for 1 month. Then I had to go to the country and do some tests to see if I could survive in different situations. I decided to learn Spanish because I would like to visit Spain and Latin America in the future. If I go, I don't want to be the typical Brit who expects everybody else to speak English. I did a 1-month intensive course in Spanish at a language school in London. I was a complete beginner, but I soon found that some Spanish words are very similar to English ones. For example, hola isn't very different from hello, and inglés is very similar to English. But other things were more difficult. For example, the verbs in Spanish change for each person, and that means you have to learn a lot of different endings. My biggest problem was the pronunciation. I found it very difficult to pronounce some letters in Spanish, especially A and J. I downloaded sentences in Spanish onto my phone, and I listened and repeated them again and again. When my course finished, I went to Madrid for the weekend to do my tests. A Spanish teacher called Paula came with me and gave me a mark out of 10 for each test and then a final mark for everything. Tests. You have to 1. Order a drink and a sandwich in a bar, ask how much it is, and understand the price. 2. Ask for directions in the street and follow them. 3. Get a taxi to a famous place in Madrid. 4. Leave a message on somebody's voicemail. Rules. You mustn't use a dictionary or phrase book. You mustn't speak English at any time. You mustn't use your hands or mime or write anything down.
Okay. Okay, so that's that. Let me head over here and we'll check our answers. So number 1, experiment. Yeah. Number 2, if I could survive. Number 3, I actually missed. So I'm just going to listen to number 3 again. In the future. Okay, number 4. An intensive course. I was a complete beginner. Similar. The verbs change. Pronunciation. Downloaded. Gave me a mark. Yeah. Had to ask for the price. Directions. Phrasebook. And cannot mime. Okay, so those are the answers. If you need to listen again, please listen again. The audio is here on Schoology. Okay, this is the audio. Lesson 3, I Will Survive in Spanish. When you're ready to continue, let's continue. Okay. So, we can either use the text to answer the questions, or we can listen again and answer the questions. Okay, so you can decide if you want to listen again, go ahead and listen again. If you don't think you need to listen again and you can use the text to answer your questions, then do that. Okay, so pause this video, answer the questions, come back and we will check again. Okay, we'll check these answers again. Right, okay, so what reputation do the British have? They have a reputation who expects everyone to speak English. Yeah, so we expect everyone to speak English. What experiment did Max's newspaper want to do? They wanted to see if he could learn enough Spanish to survive doing a 1-month course. To try to learn a completely new language in 1 month. Why did he choose Spanish? Because he wants to visit Spain and Latin America in the future. Where was the course? The course was in a language school in London. And how long was it? It was 1 month. What did he find easy? Some words are similar, like hello. Any other words? Some words are similar. What he found difficult, the verbs change for each person. He also found the pronunciation difficult. And what were the 4 tests and what were the rules? Well, these are the 4 tests and these are the rules. Yeah. Right, a question for you. Which test do you think was the easiest for Max? Which do you think was the most difficult for him? Okay, so think about that question. Look at the tests again. Which test do you think was easiest? Which test do you think was most difficult? Okay. Think about that, and then we will listen, and we will listen to Max doing the tests. Okay. Okay, so here's the audio that you need, that you're going to listen to answer these questions. Okay, so listen to this audio, learning languages 4 minutes 46 seconds, and answer this question. Which test was easiest? Which test was most difficult? Okay, so please listen to the audio. We won't listen here. head over to Schoology, listen to the audio, which test was easiest, which was the most difficult, try to answer those, we'll check the answers together. Okay, so come back. Okay, so we're going to have a look at the tape script together. Okay, so test number 1, yeah, he said he enjoyed test number 1, but it was more difficult. So asking for the bill is test number 2. Asking for directions, okay, so he didn't understand any directions. So asking directions, he got a 7 out of 10. So asking the price, he got an 8 out of 10. Taking a taxi gave me 5 out of 10. And leaving a message, he scored 8 out of 10. So does that help us? Which test was easiest for Max? Well, 2 tests were easiest for Max. Ordering a drink, asking how much and understanding the price. He got 8 out of 10 for that. Leaving a message on the phone, he also got 8 out of 10. Which was most difficult for Max? Taking a taxi was most difficult for Max. Okay, he only scored 5 out of 10 for that. Yeah. Right, now I want you to listen to the same audio again. Yes, so this audio again, 4 minutes 46 again. Are these sentences true or false? If they're false, let's fix them. Yes, let's make them true. Okay, so pause this video, head over to Schoology, and play the audio again. If they're true, put a tick. If they're false, put a cross or put an F and change the information so that it's true. Okay. Pause this video, then we'll check together. So A, the waiter didn't understand Max. Let's have a look. The waiter understood me first time. Yeah. So the waiter did understand Max. The bill was €6. The bill was €6.90. So not €6, €6.90. Do I have a euro symbol here? Somewhere. €6.90. The chemist's was the first street on the right. Let's have a look. The second street on the right. Okay, the second street on the right. The driver understood the name of the stadium. He didn't understand. Yeah, he didn't understand. In the end, he had to say the Real Madrid Stadium football. Yeah, so that the driver didn't understand. Max made a grammar mistake when he left a voicemail message. Yes, he did. My grammar wasn't right. Yeah, my grammar wasn't right. So yes, he made a mistake. Max's final mark was 8. My final score was 7. Yeah, so not 8. Mark says, you can learn Spanish in a month. You can learn enough to survive. So no, you can't learn Spanish in a month. You can learn enough to survive in a month. Yeah? Okay, if that was difficult and if you need to listen again, then go ahead and listen again. The tape script that we're using here is in the same folder as all of the audios. Okay, so this tape script here. One last thing is dictation. So you're going to head over to Schoology. This is the dictation. Listen and write down exactly what you hear. Okay, listen and write down exactly what you hear. So head over to Schoology, pause this video, head over to Schoology, play this dictation, come back and I will give you the answers, and then this lesson is almost finished. Okay, just let me get you the answers then for this dictation. Listening 1, course material, green folders, unit 2, lesson 3, okay, and here is your answer, here are your sentences for dictation, okay? So you can listen again. If you got all of them correct, good job. If you need to listen again, then please listen again. Right, okay, that's this lesson. The next lesson might be test practice with your instructor. So good luck and enjoy that. Hope you've enjoyed this lesson and hope you've learned a little bit about how it's possible to learn a lot of language in just 1 month. Okay, bye for now.